Vision 2027, 2027, you are um targeting strong growth, and my math suggested anywhere between 15 to 18%, depending on what number you reach there,
Sure.
over 5 years CAGR. At better margins, I think you said pre-Ind AS it will be X, and post-Ind AS it will be
Correct.
Y. So tell us about these growth numbers, and again, I mean, it's a virtue to be conservative and
Right.
beat the vision.
Right.
You reckon that's what you set out to do this time around as well, or is this a target which will be a challenge for everybody involved in McDonald's? Because I heard you tell me before the show that a bunch of your employees are with you for the last 15, 20, 25 years.
Correct.
So tell us about this target.
So at Westlife, for brand McDonald's, our belief is
Sorry. Yeah.
it's about bigger, bolder, and better McDonald's. So we set audacious goals, and we've done this from 95, 96. Otherwise, in a country like India, to survive 25 years later and actually get to making money while investing in the ecosystem, that's a big differentiator, right? I mean, thousands of crores have gone into setting up supply chain, and that actually extends the payback periods and so on in the early days. So we've set up a bold vision. The idea, I think it's a doable vision, because we don't want to talk, at least publicly, the numbers that we feel are not doable. These are stretch targets, but then these are the multiples we enjoy as well. So internally, we think about it. We say that the market, our stakeholders, see us as a growth brand, right? And we have to deliver on a growth brand. Yeah, when you're talking growth brand, there are two things that they're looking at particularly. Yeah, one is top line growth, and therefore anywhere between 15 to 20% is a minimum for us to deliver to our expectations. On the profit side, we do believe 15 to 20%, because there is a bit of a catch up that we've been doing. And the reason for the catch up is that the upfront investment in the foundation was very high. Yeah, but today now we are getting the benefit with every incremental store. The payback that we get and the return that we get is now going straight to the bottom line. So we think it's a deliverable goal, but what's the point of not giving a stretch target? I think there's no fun in it.
Yeah. No, so where I was coming from, Amit, was this, that if I look at the numbers that you gave me before, the number of cities that you can reach out to, the number of stores per city that you can open, I think the store addition target by you is you may, I mean, so what I want to understand is this a responsible growth target, or is it an aggressive growth target that you set for yourself?
I think it's an aggressive growth target, but I'll explain why. Yeah. Now, when we do real estate, as I mentioned to you before the show, that for us, real estate is about real estate competitive advantage. Yeah. So when we do a real estate transaction, firstly, the portfolio of real estate has to be quality. And what I mean by that is, we look for drive-throughs, we want high street, we want malls, we want food courts, and that's the sort of portfolio that we look for. Now, suppose I were to go into food courts, yeah, and then let's say there are 50 malls coming. Opening 50 stores is left hand, right? Because in a food court, it's obvious, it's easy, investment is low, and mall is driving that. But that does not build the brand. The other extreme is doing a drive-through, where you start by acquiring land, 15, 20,000 square foot, building the building, and so on and so forth. And that gives us long-term real estate competitive advantage. Today, we are the only brand with the largest number of drive-throughs in the country, in my belief. Now, the second component is the deal structure, right? Many times we enter the market early, so we've got to work with the landlord accordingly. So given that our paybacks are what they are, we typically do 20 to 25-year transactions with our landlord, right? The landlord has to invest in the property. So it takes a bit of time for the landlord to understand who we are. But the big advantage we now have is, after 25 years, there is a reputation that we built for Westlife. Yeah, that one, we honor our commitment. Two, when the deal ends, we respect that. We work with the landlord. So far, we've been able to renew most of the land deals as well. And that's the faith that the landlords have in us. So if you want to do real estate right, I think this is the kind of growth one can achieve.
Okay.
This is not, what we are saying is not 1,500 square foot restaurants. They are not 5-year deals that you walk away after 5 years and all of that.